Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Monday Morning Market Update. I'm Jennie Hendricks at Century 21 Prestige Realty, and thanks for tuning in. I'm glad you're here. Let's get started with some stats for the week. Okay, right now in our immediate local market, including Cedar City, Enoch, and the outlying areas that are kind of close to those two municipalities, there's 198 active residential listings. That's down just a little bit. So our inventory has dropped a little since last week, and that is a reflection of how much market activity is going on right now. There's a lot of buyers out there. I think there was a lot of pent-up demand, and so for the last couple of weeks, we've been seeing just a lot of market activity. So that's been really good. Median list price is $298,950, and the median number of days on the market is 46. So those are pretty close to where we've been. 12-month numbers as far as the sales, 901 total residential sales in the last 12 months, and the median sales price is $237,000. And again, we've been pretty close to those numbers for quite a while. I'm going to continue to watch that inventory level though, because that's getting down there. If you were thinking about putting your home on the market, now's a good time. We really need some inventory, so think about that. Okay, 6-month numbers. There's been 384 residential properties sell in the last 6 months, and the median sales price has been $240,000. So again, we've been tracking pretty close. I had a client ask me a question, and I thought it was a fabulous question to ask. And you know, if one person has a question, probably a lot of other people have the same question. And so I wanted to kind of take you through this. He wanted to know, why is there such a difference between the list price and the sales price that I'm giving you every week? He wondered if that reflected how much sellers are coming down off of their list price. That is not the case, and let me tell you why those numbers are where they are. So if we pick a spot in the market, say 300,000, as far as the value of a home, in the last 12 months, I'm just going to give you the 12-month numbers here. So in the last 12 months, there's been 597 properties sell 300,000 or less, okay? Now, there's been 110 listed at 300,000 or less. So if we talk about some percentages, 66% of the homes sold in the last 12 months have been 300,000 or under. Okay, that's where most of the market activity is happening. 66% of the market activity is $300,000 or less. 55% on the listing side. Okay, so 55% are listed at 300,000 or less. So you can see that the number of listings 300 and above is higher, but there's more market activity on the sales side under 300,000. I hope that makes sense. So you can see there's just more turnover in the market up to that $300,000 level. And that's why the median list price is going to be higher, because there's more homes that are listed at a higher price, and they're staying on the market a little bit longer. And then on the sales side, there's more sales activity at 300,000 or under. So I thought that was a great question. And I was so glad to get a question. It was kind of fun. Regarding how far off list price sellers are coming down, it's not very much. Right now, if you look at our 12-month numbers, the sold to list ratio is 99.5. So they're not coming down. And that's just the market that we are in right now. And that's from the list price to the sold price. If you look at the original list price, so if somebody lists their home at a certain price and then reduces it, okay, that's at 98.5%, still really close to list price. And this client also asked about closing costs. Is it common for sellers to pay buyers closing costs? And in our market, it actually is pretty common. You kind of build that into the offer, build it into the sales price. It happens quite frequently. So I was glad to answer that question, and I would love to answer more. If you have questions, please hit me with them. I'd love to be a resource for you. Okay, there was some interesting things happen industry-wide last week. So you're all familiar with Zillow. Everybody has heard of Zillow. You've probably used it yourself. Huge real estate platform. So historically, Zillow has gotten its data from several different sources. Some MLSs do a direct feed to Zillow. Some brokerages will send their data to Zillow. And then some of the larger franchises had an agreement with Zillow that they would send their data. Last week, Zillow changed its policy, and they are not recognizing the feed from some of the largest franchisors in the real estate industry. This is a big deal. This means that those listings at those companies are not showing up on Zillow, and it has affected our local market here. So sellers are not getting the same marketing that they were getting prior to last week. And buyers, if you are on Zillow and you are searching for, Cedar City properties in whatever price range, you are not seeing all of the properties that are actually on the market because that data is not getting uploaded to Zillow right now. I am sure that this will be remedied. I don't know how and I don't know when, but for right now, those listings are not showing up, and that's an issue. At Century 21 Prestige Realty, at my brokerage, we still have our listings on Zillow. We've been able to do a workaround and access or get the data to Zillow through a different format. And I was going to give you all of the details, but my husband said, Jen, you're going to put him to sleep. Nobody cares. So if you want the details, you can get in touch with me and I'll give you all the lowdown. But Kent said, don't put your people to sleep. So I won't get in the weeds on that. But if you want to see all of the listings that are available, you can actually go to the website cedarcityhomesource.com, and I'm going to post it on this post. So you can click right through, and you can actually search Cedar City, all of Iron County, all of Washington County, and then also all of the Wasatch Front. So really anywhere in the state, cedarcityhomesource.com can get you access to that. And I will put a link there to that website. That is all I have for you today. It's a lot to kind of digest. Please let me know if I can be a resource if you have questions. I would love to be able to help you out. I am Jennie Hendricks, Century 21 Prestige Realty. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great week. We'll see you soon.